Today on Wildlife Nation, we explore a 3.5-mile river that's home to more turtle species than all the world's oceans.
We're in a global biodiversity hotspot.
Oh, look at that!
Then we join a team of conservationists to preserve one of the rarest birds in North America.
What we're holding right now is 2% of the population.
Plus, we learn how nature is passionately interwoven in Miccosukee culture.
Got to keep the tradition going. What other way can we do it by teaching?
I'm Jeff Corwin. Wildlife Nation is dedicated to conserving the natural wonders of North America. And now, we're teaming up with the Miccosukee tribe of Indians of Florida to safeguard the vibrant wilderness of the Sunshine State. We'll explore this region's diverse landscapes and extraordinary creatures as we work alongside the passionate conservationists dedicated to protecting them. This is Wildlife Nation, Expedition Florida. The Miccosukee tribe of Indians of Florida believe all nature is tied together.
In our culture, we believe that there's a connection between us and the environment. We're not separated from it.
You have to know where you came from to know where you're going. My grandmother was a doll maker, one of my grandmothers, and I had another grandmother who was a sweetgrass basket maker. So I have fond memories of traveling, picking the sweetgrass.
Today, I'm on a journey learning how this landscape is deeply woven into Miccosukee culture.
We have Val and Randall, we have Nathaniel, and we have Melanie from the Miccosukee Fish and Wildlife. And we're on a mission for sweetgrass.
And what you're gonna do is you're gonna find a nice green good one, and you're gonna pull it.
And Val, we're gonna use this grass to make baskets. How important is basket weaving for the Miccosukee culture?
It's important in so many ways. You want to keep the culture going, too. You want to teach your children.
It's a tradition, right? It's been a part of this culture since the very beginning of the Everglades, and these people have made their home here. And Melanie, if we don't have good conservation, we won't have this grass.
Yes, so this grass is very unique. It can tolerate flooding, drought, salt water, and it keeps the soil compact, so we don't lose the soil.
So we're in this beautiful protected Miccosukee wilderness. We've got the sacred hammocks in the grass, but then on the other side, we hear an expanding highway. We hear the excavators, we hear the jackhammers. It's a powerful, sobering reminder that all of this can go away if you don't protect it.
How does this look?
Oh, wow.
Okay, guys. There we go.
After we forage and process the sweetgrass, it's ready for the basket weaving.
You can see that it's now gone through the point where it's been cured and dried and cleaned. And they're actually making these amazing pieces of art. So this has a backstory, some history to it.
Oh, yeah, that thing's a relic. It's withstood the test of time, as you can see. They stitched our traditional homes, the chiki, with the thatch
chiki, right?
roof. And they used our traditional colors, black, white, red, and yellow.
The Miccosukee are extremely creative artisans. In addition to basket weaving, many more are skilled in textiles, beadwork, and even wood carving.
That one skill alone was taught to me by watching the men how they carved and how they used it. We use our environment to show art, creativity, and love, and I find that very important for the next generation and beyond.
We also make the little dolls.
I also make dolls, and I like making them because you get to dress them up. You were told to take care of them, put love in each one, because a part of your soul is going into it, to share and show people who you are and where you come from.
Growing up, I was always taught this by my grandmother. Picking the sweetgrass, getting these little hairs to make the base of it. I find it's a connection back to my ancestors, really.
We got to keep this going. Got to keep the tradition going. What other way can we do it by teaching?
And when you're all together, it's reinforcing those relationships and ensuring that what your grandmother did and your grandpa did will make it to your grandkids.
Coming up,
Look what I found.
we explore a pristine, crystal clear spring that's home to 11 incredible turtle species. Today, I'm with Santa Fe College biology professor Jerry Johnston to survey a majestic wildlife haven in northern Florida.
For the Miccosukee, it's all about protecting the water. And the great lesson I've learned through their remarkable stewardship is that in Florida, all these ecosystems are connected. We are in one of the most celebrated state parks in Florida. This is Ichetucknee Springs State Park. And Jerry, Ichetucknee is a very special place when it comes to turtles, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. We're in probably the best place on the planet for these large artesian springs and all the habitats that are created by them. And then you throw in turtles. We're in a global biodiversity hotspot.
Is that a Suwannee River cooter?
That's a Suwannee cooter, yep.
Jerry has spent 22 years dedicated to studying this unique ecosystem.
The turtles are just inspirational. They just kind of bring life into me. They set off my curiosity. We have more turtle species right here in this tiny little 3-mile stretch of river than we do have in all the world's oceans. We've got 11 species here, and this is the best place on the planet to actually see Suwannee cooters.
Oh, turtles. Oh, let's go get some turtles.
Yep.
So what we're doing is scientific research, and we have permits for that. What's the data we want? What information do we need?
We need to know the identity of every single individual. We need to know how big they are. We need to also take them back and do a health assessment. We want to catch everything.
Okay.
So every turtle we catch by hand, and then swim back here, we'll put them in the canoe.
Let's go get some turtles.
We barely make it past the tip of our canoe before Jerry picks up multiple musk turtles.
Catch them by the headful.
Teeny tiny little musk turtle. It's adorable.
Look what I found. A turtle.
What you got, Jerry? You got one?
Got 4.
You got 4? I'm feeling a little less significant. Largest basking turtle species in North America, Suwannee cooter. We know they need more than just a protected space and more than just water. They need diverse vegetation.
And if they don't have the diverse vegetation, they will leave. That's happened nearby. So the Santa Fe River, which is about 5 miles from here, we've lost most of the vegetation. And a lot of those turtles left.
Really?
And we caught them here.
Wow.
It's the last really good spring habitat for a lot of these species. This is important on so many different levels. There's a tremendous amount of information that we don't know about all of these 11 species. So the greater understanding and appreciation of anything, especially these turtles, that leads to greater opportunities for conservation.
Jerry and I take one more plunge. Near an underwater log, we find 3 Suwannee cooters.
I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna catch all 3 of these turtles. But then she latched onto my face, understandably, as anyone would. And you got the other ones?
Yep.
All right, we got turtles, dude. Another female. All right, so we're gonna get some data and learn the backstory, the secret that these turtles have been holding.
Coming up, Jerry's team performs an ultrasound as we look for the next generation of Suwannee cooters.
Look at that right there.
Today, I'm exploring the awe-inspiring Ichetucknee Springs State Park.
Female.
Jerry and I have retreated to his team's makeshift lab. Now we need to gather valuable data on all the incredible turtles we discovered today.
4453.
This ecosystem really it's the last really good habitat for species like the Swanee cooter.
Here we go. So that's who she is.
We know who she is. We've probably caught her 10 times. And one thing we already know is because she also has these additional marks on her shell, she came from the Santa Fe River.
So she has a really incredible history, which makes her amazingly valuable to this study. Okay, what do we need to do first,
All right,
Jerry?
so we need to weigh the turtle first.
Okay.
We'll do it to the nearest gram.
So she is 7,159 grams. That would be about 15 or 16 pounds.
Yep.
That's a very, very big turtle.
She's big. So now we need to take all of our measurements.
Okay. So that is 36.5 centimeters, 14.7.
After taking all her critically important measurements, Kim conducts an ultrasound to see if this female turtle has any eggs inside her.
She could have her follicles starting to bud out with forming eggs. Look at that right there.
Yeah, so those are follicles there. And actually, there's some that are pretty well developed.
Yeah.
Good, healthy, big female, yeah. With some good potential for eggs in the near future.
I want to check out those mud and musk turtles. So here's our little stinkpot turtle. And this is an adult.
This is an adult male.
That is crazy.
Yeah. And so we want to weigh him first.
Okay. He weighs 19.5 raisins, essentially.
The other thing that we actually measure in these guys is
The head?
the head width, 11.9.
Mm-hmm.
So these guys have more of a normal proportioned head. The loggerhead musk turtle has a big head.
Finally, this loggerhead musk turtle, one of my favorites.
Almost reminds me of those prehistoric fishes going back hundreds of millions of years.
The placoderms.
The placoderms.
We also check to see if this turtle has been tagged previously.
It's just reading.
Yeah. So this is new to the study.
Okay, that's awesome.
This is not surprising. We estimate there are about 7,000 of these adult loggerhead musk turtles just in a 3-mile section.
Wow.
It's a really, really healthy population.
All of these turtles are going back to where we found them. Well, sweetheart, you are on your own. She has this incredible story she's been telling, and hopefully she'll be here to tell the story of this amazing system of life to the next generation.
Coming up, we help conservationists preserve this endangered species.
This, for me, is a bucket list moment.
Today, I'm with Mary Marine, a research assistant from Archbald Biological Station. We're looking for a bird I've been waiting my whole life to witness. This stunning grassland and savanna landscape is one of the last refuges for the critically endangered Florida Grasshopper Sparrow.
My friends, it's a beautiful morning here in Florida. We're in the DeLuca Preserve, and what's really cool about this place is that it's really mixed use, isn't it, Mary?
Absolutely, yep. So the area that we're standing right now is not only a point of biodiversity with tons of different birds, but it's also a productive cattle ranch.
Which I love. You have folks that are here to make business, and they're able to have a partnership with conservation. And when you can make that work, it's a perfect marriage. But we're here for one very specific species of bird.
The Florida Grasshopper Sparrow.
Why are grasshopper sparrows in trouble?
Grasshopper sparrows have faced a lot of issues through the years, but the primary one is habitat loss. Compound that with things like invasive species, and you end up with this perfect storm where these birds have declined to a point that they aren't going to be able to rebound on their own.
Unfortunately, the Florida Grasshopper Sparrow's population has declined to less than 200. But by partnering with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, other partners of the species working group and the conservation breeding program, Archibald is working to prevent the extinction of this imperiled species.
So today we are going to be setting up mist nets to catch an older female who needs some of her bands replaced.
The team uses multiple bands to help identify these precious sparrows.
So that's our nest right there.
That's our nest.
And guys, this is Liz. She's been here with the spotting scope, keeping an eye on this nest for us, so she's gonna help us. You excited, Liz?
I am very excited.
Why don't you set up one and Jeff and I will get the other?
What you want to have happen is for the bird to fly in it and then not get actually entangled in this part, but just tumble down and get in the shelf area.
Yep.
With the mist nets assembled, we retreat hundreds of feet away so the female is not deterred from returning to her nest. Anxiously, we look and listen for any signs of this remarkable creature that I have waited decades to see up close.
I hear a male?
The male, that's the male for the nest. He's warbling, which, depending on the bird, can sometimes mean that his lady is sitting on his nest. So she is probably over there. She is on.
Oh, there she is.
You got her coming.
We got her. We got her. Oh, that is so awesome. I'm so excited, guys. I've waited 58 years for this.
Coming up, a closer look leads to a remarkable discovery.
What we're holding is 2% of the population.
I'm working with a group of conservationists to preserve the endangered Florida Grasshopper Sparrow.
This bird was banded 2022 as yellow aluminum, white light blue.
With less than 200 of these birds left in the wild, each one is critically important.
I'm gonna start by removing her band that we can no longer read.
We need to update this female sparrow's band so Mary's team can monitor it for this conservation effort.
So right now I'm holding 0.5% of the entire wild population of Florida grasshopper sparrows.
This little sparrow, 0.5% of the population, how many times in a year could she nest?
She could nest anywhere from 1 to 5 times,
5 times
over the span of the breeding season.
So this one bird, this 0.5% of the population, actually in her lifetime equals about 8% of the population when you take away all the challenges of nature. So every one of these birds matters. Wow. So what's really cool about this opportunity is we can get the data, we're getting measurements, we're looking at feather composition.
Oh, she's well fed.
She's got excellent, excellent body condition.
Following a quick but important health assessment, it's time for this valuable grasshopper sparrow to return to her nest.
Oh, that was quick.
There she goes.
And there she goes, right back to her nest.
She'll go right back to her babies.
Before leaving the preserve, Mary's team makes another inspiring discovery.
We found this morning a nest with mature enough nestlings that we can go ahead and get those signature band combos on them.
Wonderful.
I'm so excited. It's gonna be amazing. Nest is right here.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
And this is really the hope of a species,
Oh
just
my
right
gosh.
here.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
There's 4.
We thought there were 3. That's so exciting.
It feels like such a big responsibility to know that essentially what we're holding right now is 2% of the population.
Yeah.
2% of the population. This, for me, is a bucket list moment because we just see the payoff of all of these partners coming together. And this little grasshopper sparrow beautifully illustrates the value of even the tiniest things. And all of this together, that success means it's a story of hope. Our journey with the Miccosukee tribe of Indians of Florida is about how everything is connected. How the water connects to the grassland, to the coastline, to the coral reef. This ecosystem is part of that hope and is connected.
It all is connected.
I think people have to kind of get used to the idea that they don't own this land around them. They're just borrowing it from the future. So it's up to us to leave it better than we found it so that next generation has a better shot than we did.